There goes the 10-second board. Here we go. It's going to be 8 minutes and 2 laps, the distance for our Mission Super Twins final race of the night here at I-70 Motorsports Park. We're green and we're racing. Who's going to get the advantage coming off the first 2 turns? It looks like Bauman on the bottom has the edge on the Indian, and it's going to be the number 3 leading him down the back straightaway for the first time. Jared Mees tucking to the bottom on the number 1, the national champ, giving it his all. Here he comes, he's up to second. It's Bauman and Mees, and then Beach sits back in third.
Mees had to make quick work of JD Beach. He cannot let the 3 bike sneak away and get away from this early on.
He's got to go with him, can't lose touch. Bauman trying to break away. Down the back straightaway they go. Here comes Beach sitting back there in third. Can the Essence and Yamaha get his first win of the year?
Don't count out the 44. Brandon Robinson is right there on the back tire of the 95. He's keeping the leaders right there in his sights.
Again, scheduled for 8 minutes and 2 laps, and Mees closes right up on the backside of Bauman. Here he comes, Jared Mees up along the inside, setting him up as they go into 3. You've got a new leader here at I-70 Motorsports Park.
Breyer squared up the corner, was trying to come up the inside, but Jared shut the door on him.
And Robinson really putting the pressure on the backside of the Essence and Yamaha. Great fight for third now.
Robinson knows that these leaders are sneaking away, so Robinson's trying to make short work of the 95 at JD Beach. JD's running strong here again tonight.
And Mees now trying to open up a couple of bike lengths over Bauman.
And the back brake rotor is glowing red on the 44 bike because he's got company from Robinson up to third.
Robinson will take over the 3rd position, and now Beach, who's still looking for that first win on the oval here, has really got to get going because Robinson is already creeping up onto the backside of Bauman. Here comes the other of the Essence and Yamahas. It's Dallas Daniels on the 32. He's up to 5th and challenging Beach as they fight coming off the 2.
He went up the inside going into turn number 1, drifted up in front of JD and moves into 4th.
So now coming to the line, it's going to be Mees on the 1, Bauman right there on the 3, Robinson, then Daniels and Beach.
These guys are really on the edge, Ralph, coming off of 4. They're shake. They got a little wheel shake. All the bikes are just twitching just a little bit off of turn 4.
Indian with the top 3 positions. Yamaha the next 2, rounding out the top 5. The first Harley Davidson, Bronson Bauman running in 6th on the number 37. Here come the Indians once again to the line.
I like the spot Breyer's at. He hasn't let Mees chick away. He hasn't let the leader pull away just yet. Breyer's right there watching. Now Mees took a look over his shoulder.
And I'll tell you the key to Jared Mees being so fast here, granola, homemade granola. We saw him at breakfast this morning at the hotel, and he was telling us all about how he makes his own granola, and he eats it every morning on race day.
Here comes the 3. Breyer's putting on a charge, Ralph.
He is doing it. These two have been fighting over that number 1 plate for the last few years, and Bauman now, quickest bike on the track with a 21.154. Mees has his hands full, granola and all.
As a rider, you can feel that. When you know that lap is that good, you know you've got something for the leader.
No doubt about it. This one down to less than 5 minutes and 2 laps to go.
Again, I like the spot that Breyer's in. He's watching the leader. Jared's not breaking away like he did in Texas. Breyer's got him right there in his sights.
No, but Mees going for a little bit of history here today, trying to win at a brand new racetrack, which would give him 31 different venues, 32 different venues that he would have won on in AFT Grand National competition. And look at this, Bauman closing to within a bike length or so of Mees. Oh, and Mees with a bit of a bobble. It's going to make it even tighter coming off the 4.
A very uncharacteristic bobble by Jared Mees going into turn number 3. Breyer's closing in as the halfway flags are out, Ralph.
4 minutes and 2 laps to go.
1 bike off the track, no harm, no foul. That's Danny Eslick. He'll take it back to the pit area. We'll see him in a couple of weeks.
That fight's going to stay the same as they go down into 3. And boy, they are moving that line higher and higher at the entrance of turn number 3.
They're getting right up there by the air fins, which is less room for any margin of error when you go into that corner.
Doing the same thing in 1 and 2.
Man, I like this track.
There's your top 2, and you can see the gap back to 3rd right now, which is Robinson on the other Indian. Indian again holding down the top 3 spots. Yamaha, the Essence and Yamahas, 4th and 5th, and then Bauman back there in 6th on the Harley Davidson.
So So Breyer had a couple of quick laps. Maybe he's resetting himself. One rider slows on the back straightaway.
Another bobble by our race leader, Jared Mees, and you can see how Bauman is really close to within less than a bike length as they come off of 4. This battle really getting hot between the top 2 Indians with less than 3 minutes and 2 laps to go.
This time, Ralph Breyer goes in about 2 bike lengths higher going into 1, squaring off the corner, coming off the bottom of turn number 2, but Mees pulls away from him.
Yeah, Mees gets a great drive down the back straightaway off the 2. You can see how high they're taking it through 3 and 4. He inches it back down to the bottom as they come off the 4 with 2.5 minutes and 2 laps remaining.
This one is far from over because they've got lap traffic just in front of them, down at the end of the straightaway in front of them. But I don't know if this one's a 2-rider battle because Brandon Robinson's closing the gap on 2nd place.
Yeah, Robinson's right there in the thick of it. And Daniel's doing a fantastic job holding on in 4th.
Here comes Breyer.
You see Breyer on the outside, looking to the outside, going down into turn number 1. Bauman closing right up onto the backside of that exhaust pipe of the Indian at the front of the field with the number 1 plate on it belonging to Jared Mees.
Breyer wants that number 1 plate back, and he's got to do it by getting more victories than Jared Mees does. It's going to be between these two all season long. They're the top contenders, and they're showing you why right here tonight.
Less than 2 minutes and 2 to go. Bauman right there, and Mees knows he has his hands full with the number 3 bike.
And they are catching up to the tail of the field. The blue flag will be coming out here real soon. The leaders coming off in turn number 4.
Oh, again, a snap of the 1. And Bauman is right there. He's looking to the high side again.
They're catching up these lap riders, Ralph. Watch out. The battle for the lead is on off of turn number 2.
Boy, this is going to be a great fight to the finish here with the Mission Super Twins main event with the American Flat Track Series.
Blue flag coming out right here for the slower rider. He'll know somebody's coming. That's Jeremiah Duffy, one of the Production Twins riders who got to race in this class. He gets out of the way.
And that's going to change Bauman's line on the outside going through 1 and 2. He could get to the outside, but he comes to the bottom. Here comes Bauman. Oh, and Mees, what a great drive through the middle of the back straightaway. Just pulls away and takes it deep into turn 3. Coming off of 4, more traffic in front of him. They've got less than 1 minute and 2 to go.
That's
Bauman again to the bottom here.
That's Shayna Texter Bauman going 1 lap down. You know what? Now Mees knows Breyer is there.
Oh, he's known it for a while, don't you think?
But now he knows that he's got the speed, I think.
No doubt about it. All right, this time by, it'll be 30 seconds and 2 laps to go. Within 2 laps, they'll see 2 to go.
This one's not over yet, folks. The crowd is on their feet, Ralph. What a race. We've stuck it out all day.
Looking right there, searching around with that left foot, with that steel shoe, trying to find a little bit of room, a little bit of moisture in that dirt, trying to get a little bit of grip to push on past the number 1. Here we go. Next time by, they'll see 2 to go. Bauman sizing him up, setting him up, looking to the outside again. Can he cut it down, or will he stay up there? He stays up top. Mees protects the bottom. Mees will run him deep down into 3.
Breyer just as deep, though. He's right there on the back tire.
Here he goes. He's trying to cut to the bottom. 2 to go. 2 to go here with Progressive American Flat Track Championship Series. The Mission Super Twins putting on a whale of a battle. Their first ever visit here to I-70 Motorsports Park. Bauman trying the outside, coming off the tube. Mees says, not this time. Creeping up to the high side, now trying to look to the bottom. Here comes Bauman, Mees protecting. 1 to go, 1 more lap, I-70. Get on your feet, here they come. Mees protecting the bottom. Drifts up, here comes Bauman to the outside. They got a slower rider in front of him. Mees comes off the corner better. How will they, oh, he splits the slower rider and Bauman. Mees up top, coming off of 4 to the checkered flag. The national champ is gonna get it done with the number 1 plate. Jared Mees takes the win in the Mission Super Twins for his 32nd victory on a different racetrack in flat track competition. What an amazing career for the national champion. Jared Mees has done it again, and he did it at a brand new racetrack here at I-70 Motorsports Park.
What a race it was. I know some of you fans are filing out. Thanks for coming on out. We are going to do our victory podiums here in just a few moments down there in the infield of the track. The pits will be open if you want to go down there and meet your favorite rider. Here's a look at the results. Mees taking the win. Breyer 2nd. Brandon Robinson 3rd.
And how about Jesse Janish riding the Production Twin from that race all the way up to 7th in the Super Twins.
He did the same thing at the very similar track at the opening of the season. He said fitness got in his way. He said he got up to 5th down there, a good solid run. Janish up to 7th from the production twins class. So again, great racing out here. It's